Have you been wondering how to incorporate Daily Five's word work into your literacy block, but it seems like the most daunting of all of the stations? Well, I've been there, and in today's video, I'm going to break down for you how to get Daily Five's word work going and make it a little bit less stressful for you. I've had a Daily Five series here on YouTube over the last few videos, so go back and check them all out. Today is the last one in the series. I've gone through every single station, including book clubs. I'm going to be showing you what Daily Five looks like in my own classroom in a video to come, but I hope that the series helped you really put together all of the Daily Five stations so that you can feel more confident in streamlining your literacy block. So just know that word work does take the most time to set up, but I promise you, if you have a system and process in place, you'll be so glad that you did it. And the tips I'm going to share with you today will hopefully get you to that point. And I'm also hoping that your curriculum from your district does provide you with something. Many teachers, when I talk about word work on TikTok or Instagram, they will message me or leave a comment that they have nothing left by their district. And that is really frustrating. So just know that I hear you on that. And I know how that can feel at times too. So that's where I'm going next. If you can align your literacy curriculum to word work, I highly recommend that. So in my district, we use something called Benchmark. And it does have something called word study. So sometimes word work might be called build words, word work, word study. It's all the same thing. It all has the same goal in mind. Now, not all programs are created equal, but essentially what you want for aligning with the science of reading is something every day that the kids are using with the spelling pattern that they're learning. So what my students do, they have a system in place that I've trained them on how to do. So Monday through Friday, there's a different piece of the puzzle that goes along with the word work they're doing. So this week they were learning about vowel teams, and we did something every single day that aligned with the curriculum, and everything tied back to stuff they were doing in their whole group reading lesson, which is really cool. So when those things can fit together, it is really nice. But I do know that there are a lot of districts out there that don't really have anything in place. And so that can be really frustrating. So my best advice is to come up with a system that works best for your ELA curriculum and make it something different every day that they have to do during Daily Five. So when they see word work on the chart, they know that they have this job to do. I've even made 2 different charts with the different programs I've used over the years to tell my students what they do, because I've found that word work is one that they need a reminder. Okay, Mondays, we're finding the pattern in your text, something like that. So they know, and it's on a chart. I will leave those both in the description box below. If you use Benchmark, you're welcome to use the same chart. It's in my TPT store. I also have one made for Words Their Way. And that one can be used for a lot of different curriculums. It doesn't just have to be Words Their Way. Anything where you have a cut sort that they do for 5 days, that system will work really well. And I think you'll enjoy having them have something to do every single day. I've also been building word work sorts slowly over time into my Daily Five repertoire on Teachers Pay Teachers. So eventually I hope to get to the point where there's a sort for every single spelling pattern out there that you could use in your classroom and have it all completely done for you so that you can take the guesswork out. I'll leave some links below for you if you're interested in checking it out, especially if you're more of a primary teacher. That's where I've started with those sorts. I did make a short video about what word work looks like in my 5th grade classroom. So I will have that here. It's probably playing right now, and you can go check that out on TikTok or Instagram. There was lots of great questions in the comments about that, and it just gave you a peek into what they're doing. Now, in the primary grades, it's going to change a little bit, but I firmly believe there's something that they can do every day with word work that keeps them engaged in the spelling pattern, and they're actually practicing it with applicable text, things that they're doing inside of your guided reading lessons, as well as your whole group lessons. Okay, so check out that short video, and I know you'll enjoy reading the comments too. So word work does really help with spelling. It helps with reading and writing. It's part of the puzzle that they need so that they can get better at those things. And I've noticed since I've started teaching 10 years ago, we keep blaming things on COVID. And I do think there is something to be said for that, but I feel like we're coming out of that now. And kids really do need to work on these spelling patterns to get better with their reading and writing. So if you can incorporate word work into your daily 5, I highly recommend it. It's one that does have a really big payoff, and you can show big growth from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. What are your questions about Daily 5 word work? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you're looking to start Daily 5 and you want a system in place and you don't have a lot of time, you can check out my workshop. It's less than an hour long. I'll leave it in the description box below, and you'll walk away knowing exactly what you're going to do for your stations and how to set everything up. And I'm a big believer in using the Daily 5 book to guide you. My workshop just gives you more systems and processes to make it more efficient in your elementary classroom. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.